Good morning. I'm back to not feeling good. But y'all don't care. Y'all here for the Rambling Report. Let me pull up B. Scott and get into it. Let's see. I already told y'all Keke Palmer is being considered for a permanent position with Good Morning America. Okay. 25-year-old woman learned she was misdiagnosed with breast cancer after undergoing double mastectomy. Somebody going to jail. Somebody need to pay her. Avengers Endgames dethrones Avatar as the highest grossing film of all time. And strangely enough, I've never seen either of those movies. Former NFL player Sean Merriman sued by parents of deceased Playboy employee for alleged drugging and possible assault. I don't know what that's about, but somebody need to go to jail. Lupita Nyong'o reacts to Beyonce's shout out on the Lion King The Gift soundtrack. Okay. I mean, we all love Beyonce. We all love Lupita. It's a good time. It's a good time. I'm not talking about that. A man cuts off his neighbor's penis while his kids were home. I don't know what the kids, like how the kids come in. What is going on over here? It's time to do something with my hair, honey. Girl, this piece right here. Like, sis, would you just come into submission with everybody else? Everybody else laying down and you just have to be the one. What can I do? What can I do? I could cut it off, but give me a little portion of shea butter and just swoop that right on in there. Swoop it right. Just lay yourself down. That's about as good as it's gonna get. I gotta redo my hair like today. My hair is super frizzy. If anybody has anything that they use for frizzy hair that keeps it from being terribly frizzy, girl, because I can't wear a style, my natural hair, for more than 2 or 3 days before it's just hideous. So if anybody has any products that reduce frizz, girl, I just asked you to get on down and you gonna get right back up. You are not Donnie McClurkin. Ain't nobody told you to get back up again. Nobody. Just pretend like you don't see it. Anywho, I'm not talking about 50 Cent and Ja Rule because it's not 2003. I'm not talking about Jussie. I don't care. 19-year-old rapper Tay K found guilty of murder. I don't know who that is. But can y'all little boys stop killing folk? Thanks. Matthew Knowles says he's getting into the marijuana business. He's also getting into everybody else's business. Cop admits to using grieving family's cable account to purchase porn. Jennifer Hudson and ex David Otunga finally reach a custody agreement. The boy about to go to college. That's why they reached the agreement. He grown. Let me give me a tissue. I feel a little misty. Just a little bit. Y'all know I have to dab from time to time. The weather is just doing too much. Anywho, Dear White People Season 3's trailer is here, and Joelle is now in control. I've never seen any of the seasons, nor have I seen the movie, so, congratulations to those who watch and those of you who are actually on the show. Congratulations for your 3rd season. Wendy Williams rips into Aubrey O'Day for blaming Danity Kane fallout on Diddy. But more importantly, this wig that Wendy has on. This wig. Zoom right on in. Zoom right on in. Why are you not zooming? Is it because of the cast of Good Times over there? Zoom. Focus. It ain't gonna focus, but y'all get the gist. Come on out of the sunlight and back into natural lighting. Anywho, y'all see my little my little squiggle back here? That's homage to Will Smith as Genie in Aladdin. Now, mind you, I've never seen the movie, but that's what it looked like. Eddie Murphy in talks with Netflix for a $70 million stand-up special. Comedy special. Okay? Monique is seething. She's seething. Let me unsteep my tea. Hold on. I got some tea steeping over here because my throat hurt. You just wait right there. Oh, stay with it. Stay with it. I just realized I have just a portion of hair care product on my nightstand table that I think may lay this down. I think it may. Now, will it stay? Will it stay? We won't know. We won't know. I'm not talking about none of that. Lauren London's son to inherit $1 million from Nipsey Hussle's estate. I don't know how that became my business or your business. I don't know why we're announcing that to anybody. Jermaine Dupri attempts to clarify his strippers rapping comments. He says he's far from sexist. She's Gotta Have It has been canceled at Netflix and won't return for a season 3. Never seen it, but to those of you that loved it, I'm sorry for your loss. Multiple USPS workers convicted, of delivering drugs through the mail. How else was they supposed to deliver the drugs? They work for the mail company. They got drugs. Drugs got to get to the places. Deliver them through the mail. It's logical. I'm not doing that. Nene Leakes reunites with the rest of the Real Housewives of Atlanta for her first all-cast taping since being suspended. I don't even want to care. I'm not even interested in caring. I just know the highlight on her cheek in this picture is not blended even a little bit. I hate it for her. Insecure star Jay Ellis and longtime girlfriend Nina Senecar are reportedly getting married and expecting their first child. Okay. Jennifer Lopez leads Cardi B and criminal stripper crew. That's a weird way to phrase that. Cardi B and criminal stripper crew. Cardi B was barely in the trailer. Taking on Wall Street and Hustlers trailer. Yeah, we watched it together. If you haven't seen it, it's literally like maybe the second to last video I did. It's on there. It looks like it's gonna be cute. I don't think anybody's gonna die though, so you know I be looking for folks to die. 6-year-old baseball coach gets ejected from the game, throws a tantrum after popping off on the Empire. As coaches do. Just because he's 6 don't mean he don't know how to coach. LAPD says Nipsey Hussle wasn't the target of gang-related activity he wasn't the target of the gang-related activity investigation. I mean, y'all can't take him to jail now even if he was and even if he was doing it because he's gone to glory. So, I'm not talking about that. That's too dark for me to talk about today. R. Kelly pleads not guilty and is denied bond, will remain behind bars. R. Kelly, Robert, come closer. Come this way. Come get real close with me. Come up here with me. I want you to look at me in my face. Robert, how could you plead not guilty when there are tapes? There are 20 plus tapes where apparently it's you, because they wouldn't have arrested you if it wasn't you. What told you pleading not guilty was it? What told you? Who are your lawyers that told you pleading not guilty was going to work? You should have pleaded guilty. You should have took a plea. Get out of my face, Robert. Scooch. Get away from me. Get away. You're a disgrace. A disgrace. I do still have that pimple on my chin, for those of you looking at it. It's there. Anyway, I already talked about that. I feel like I talked about that. Okay. R. Kelly's alleged sex slaves have reportedly been cut off from their funds. And I don't want to sound insensitive when I say this, but how many slaves have funds? I'm just interested to know. Which of your slaves have funds? It's a complex situation, but I'm just really trying to understand how many of your slaves have funds. Will Smith tells Jaden how he and Jada conceived him in front of all their family and friends. I wish my daddy would. I would take a chair and smash it over his head. Don't try me with no foolishness like that. Don't tell me how I was conceived. I get the gist. Ugh. Mother arrested for forcing her daughter to live with her grandmother's corpse for 3 years. I wish my throat was feeling better because I would give y'all a high-pitched, girl. Well, I feel like I've already read these stories, but I'm ever disturbed by that. I'm ever disturbed. I really feel like I've gone over all of this already. Did I just read them? Have I done a video about them? The world may never know. I mean, I could go back and look, but I don't want to. But I'm looking at these stories, and either it's been a slow news week or I'm suffering with amnesia and have already talked about this stuff. So I'm gonna go over to the Jasmine brand and see if there's anything new over there to get this video on up to maybe 20 minutes or so. Let's see. Andy Cohen calls out Wendy Williams' ex during his appearance and says, quote, Kevin wasn't Andy's, well, that ain't a quote, I'm paraphrasing. Kevin wasn't Andy's biggest fan. So, Jordan Woods is going to star in a Rick Ross video. I don't look at those, so I'll never see it. YG's home was raided in connection to the shooting. Several people have been detained. I feel like I do, but I don't remember the shooting. Eddie Murphy says he's going to do stand-up comedy again. Okay. NFL star Tyree Hill will not be suspended. This just says will not be suspended. But I understand that there should be an ED there following child abuse investigation. I know that nobody that looks like this is abusing anybody. This boy looks like a Nestle's Crunch, but missing a little bit of it. It's just not coming together for me. Iggy Azalea and Cash Doll have an epic class reunion in F It Up video. I saw a clip of the video and heard a clip of the song in the clip of the video. I didn't care for it. I just didn't like the way Iggy was pronouncing effing it up. She put a D where there just didn't need to be. Cash Doll I enjoy. I love Cash. But Iggy just I didn't. Jada Pinkett shares a new sexy bikini photo and says she'll take that joyful hot girl summer. Okay. Let's see. Janet Jackson, Chris Brown, Tyga, Future, and 50 Cent called out for performing at festival in Saudi Arabia, and Nicki Minaj has been praised for dropping out. Well, Janet Jackson is half Saudi on her son's side, ain't she? Ain't she half Saudi on the boy's side? I know that's not how genes work. You don't have to come in and tell me. I'm making a joke. You probably can't tell because I ain't doing a lot of laughing today because I don't feel good, but it was a joke. The rest of these niggas should be condemned just for being themselves, not necessarily for this performance, but yeah. Cardi B shows love, to, is it Ilhan Omar? I don't know how to pronounce it. I don't know. I think it's Ilhan. Excuse me, I haven't heard it. I don't watch the news, but I've seen a lot about her. After Trump supporters chant send her back. Well, good for Cardi for, I guess, tweeting and saying we love you. I don't know, girl. Trey Songz wants women to stop getting lip injections, and we want Trey Songz to stop yodeling and braying like a goat, but he won't stop and we won't stop. Now, I personally don't have lip injections, but Trey Songz. The secret to this is if you and your good girlfriend, your god sister, Chris Brown, would stop dating the women who look like this, you wouldn't have to deal with lip injections because black women generally don't get them. Anyway. Love and Hip Hop's Mendici, that's how it's spelled? That's horrible. Mendices Harris is getting out of prison early. Congrats. Blade, they're remaking Blade with Mahershala Ali. I feel like, and this is absolutely very limited shade, Mahershala Ali is not that much younger than Wesley Snipes. And in the face, they look about the same age. Now, that's not to say that Mahershala Ali isn't my future husband after we get rid of his wife. But when you do a remake, generally you remake it with somebody younger or younger looking. I feel like they could have just gave Wesley his job back. Maybe they were scared he wouldn't pay his taxes, just go around either. And they didn't want to be a part of it, but all right, whatever. Let's see, not talking about it. Some more about April Jones, Moniece, and Lil Fizz. Okay. A man was making a song, a beat or something in his car and put it on Twitter, and Twitter said Meek Mill needs to rap on the beat, and then Meek Mill did. Tupac's superfan fired as Iowa's Department of Human Services director after repeatedly sending emails with late rapper's lyrics and photos. But this man, maybe, I'm gonna click the article because maybe they showing me a picture of somebody who is not who I think he is. Jerry Foxhoven, the now former Department of Human Services director in Iowa, is without a job after he sent dozens of emails to his subordinates saluting rapper Tupac. It hasn't been confirmed whether his emails and support for Tupac are what got him fired, but either way, he wasn't ashamed to stand for the late rapper. But the picture of the man, this is the man. I mean, work, I guess. Okay, girl. I don't know. But what I am going to do is move on. The Brat, it's just, I don't speak like that, so calling her Da Brat is just a strain for me. But Da Brat and her sister Lisa Ray have an explosive argument. Probably not the first time they have, but I'm gonna click this article because it said it's a video, and I do want to see it. Much like Monique, I would like to see it. For those who forget that Da Brat, 45, and sister Lisa Ray McCoy, 51, are sisters, they had an emotional moment on Thursday's episode, WeTV's Growing Up Hip Hop Atlanta. The two were clearly having a disagreement when Da Brat had to remind her sister that she is grown. Let me just find the video, girl. I feel like I watched last week's episode, but child.
No, I'm grown as hell, so I need a drink. That's so brackish. Girl.
How you gonna tell her it's bratish? She's Da Brat.
Oh, don't touch my phone. I got my phone. Just run. Leave it alone. It's your phone anyway. You want to shut down. You want to run out the room. I don't want to shut down. Can't take no more. I'm done. I heard you. I heard everything you said. The vision board right down. All that. I heard you. I don't want to drink out the bottle, so we're not drinking. We're not drinking anything. Now, here we go. We're not doing that. Don't do that. That's food. No, but just got that. Yep. And you a boss. You can buy another bottle when we finish talking. You did what you had to do. You done proved you're the bigger boss. Like, leave me alone. You ain't listen and shut up. I've been listening. You shut up. Like, why are you talking to me like that? I ain't cussing at you.
First of all, yes, you did cuss at her. Second of all, is she drunk already? Third of all, who let Da Brat have a glass bottle in her hand? I would never. Sister or not. You can't have glass bottles. You can have them little, they make them in the little juice boxes now. You can have some juice boxes of liquor. But what we're not going to do is let Da Brat hold a glass bottle of any kind of liquor. No. Anyway, moving along, girl. The fight looked edited and aggravating. It's not for me. Oof. Wendy. I don't care about any more of this. Like, none of it. The Jasmine brand be posting. I might need to start doing my rambling reports based off of her page, because it feels like B. Scott don't catch everything. I mean, I know that they're focusing on the podcast and other things. Anywho, woman allegedly throws up gang signs while modeling on Wendy Williams' show. I saw that. She was throwing up the Crip signal, the signal to let the other Crips know she is also a Crip and is located in your local area. Denai Guerra is leaving The Walking Dead and is filled with a lot of pain and gratitude. Never seen an episode of The Walking Dead in my life, but rest in peace to the character. I guess she probably gonna die. And I'm sorry to those of you who stand Michonne. Justice Smollett's siblings say he has a lot in the works. Master P says, I Got the Hookup 2 is the #1 urban movie in America. God will make your enemies your footstool. I saw the promo, not the promo, the promotional still for the movie. And I thought somebody was playing. It looked like something I would have made in Photoshop right quick. I didn't know it was already out, but y'all must have watched it. Unfortunately, Meghan McCain has had a recent miscarriage, and even though we don't like her baby could have been born to be the exact opposite of her. And so we mourn the child. Cynthia Erivo is playing Harriet Tubman in the upcoming biopic. Nobody called me. You know I stand Cynthia. Okay. I already told y'all she's on her way. She's going to be the next EGOT. She just simply is. I think she has the Tony. I believe she might have the Grammy. I think she has the Grammy. Either she has the Tony and the Emmy or the Tony and the Grammy. She's got two. And so, we're just waiting. We're waiting with bated breath. We're excited for her, and we love her. Nicki Minaj jumps on DaBaby's Suge remix. I like Suge. I haven't heard Nicki Minaj's version, but Shauna dropped her own remix not too long ago, and it slapped. So I'll listen to Nicki's and tell y'all how I feel. Remy Ma remixes Lil Nas X's Old Town Road. Did we ask for a New York rapper to get on a Southern rap song that's based in Southernness? It's one thing when Jay-Z and UGK was rapping because the song wasn't based in Southernness, but Old Town Road is about a horse. Okay. That's it, girl. I'm not talking about the rest of this. It's too much. Far too much. I'm gonna talk about this. Aubrey O'Day wants Barack Obama to be her sperm donor and says he's everything that a great woman deserves. But this is the same woman who was head over heels in love with Donald Trump Jr. So where's your political standing? Call me back when you have an answer. Like, comment, subscribe, and all the things the YouTubers say. And I'm finna drink this tea and rest my throat. God bless y'all. Happy Sunday and peace.